Good morning everyone. We are going to present one of the probability sampling techniques, which is simple random sampling. In this presentation, we will explain its definition, how it works, its advantages and its disadvantages.
Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. My name is Nur Amira Shakira binti Zulkifli and my metric number is 25BB08002. In this video, I will be presenting the definition, concept and advantage of simple random sampling. Definition and concept. Simple random sampling is a probability sampling method where every member of the population has an equal chance of being selected. This means that everyone has the same opportunity to be chosen, making the sampling process fair and unbiased. The selection is made randomly using methods such as a random number generator, the lottery method, or drawing names from a box. The key idea of simple random sampling is that everyone has an equal chance of being selected.
Hi, my name is Nurfatia binti Muhammad Afandi and my metric number is 25BB08001. Now, let me explain how simple random sampling works using this example. First, imagine there are 20 university students in a class. These 20 students represent our population. Our research only needs 5 students as the sample. Instead of choosing our friends or selecting students based on preference, we use a random number generator. The randomly selected numbers are 3, 7, 10, 15, and 19. Therefore, students with these numbers become our research sample. As you can see in the flow diagram, the process starts with the population, followed by random selection, and finally produce the sample. This method is considered fair because every student had the same chance of being selected.
Now, I will explain the advantage of simple random sampling. The first advantage is that every individual has an equal chance of being selected. This ensures fairness in the sampling process. The second advantage is that it is easy to understand and simple to conduct. Researchers can easily apply this method without complicated procedures. The third advantage is that it reduces selection bias because the participants are chosen randomly instead of being selected based on personal preference. Finally, the results are more representative when the population is homogeneous. This means that if the population has similar characteristics, the sample is more likely to represent the whole population accurately. That's all from my part. Thank you for listening. I will now pass to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. My name is Anis Hanali binti Muhammad Khairiri and my number metric is 25BB08004. I hope all of you are doing well. Today I would like to present my topic, which is simple random sampling. I will briefly explain the disadvantage. Today I will explain three disadvantages, which are: number 1, requires a complete list of the population. Now let's move on the disadvantage of simple random sampling. The first disadvantage is that it requires a complete list of the population. This means the researcher must know who everyone in the population is before choosing the sample. If the list is incomplete or missing, it will be difficult to select people randomly. Number 2 can be time-consuming for very large population. The second disadvantage is that it can take a lot of time, especially if the population is very large. Imagine if there are thousands of people, the researcher has to prepare the list first and then randomly choose the participant, so the whole process can be quite slow. And the 3 may not represent every subgroup if the population is diverse. The last disadvantage is that it may not represent every subgroup in the population. For example, if the population includes different age, gender, or backgrounds, some group might be select more than others just by chance. So, the sample may not fully represent the whole population. Now, let's move to the conclusion. In conclusion, simple random sampling is a simple, fair, and obvious sampling method because every member of the population has an equal chance of being selected. Although it has some limitations such as requiring and complete population list and taking more time for large populations, it is still widely used in statistical research because it is easy to understand and helps reduce selection.